if he can isolate access here at the 6 o'clock, he can still take that natural expansion, the bottom right. Looks like, wow, Hiya going to take that middle expansion, but it's not going to be too long before Forgg is going to have some troops that he can start moving out with. Looks like he's seeing those Goliaths. Still hasn't, I don't know that he spotted this middle base. Let's see. Okay, he is going to be able to sneak in. Looks like he's going to be able to stop that SCV from building. That's going to delay that expansion from going up for quite some time. And right now, I don't think Hiya can hold the territory he has. And it's wow. It's still, get those SCVs going. Come on, idle SCVs. Make it all the way down there just to like, hey, we made it. Traveled all this way. Let's take a break. No, fight for your. I don't know what to call it. Side. Fight for Brown. For Brown. What can Brown do for you? Still a couple drop ships here in the upper left, but I don't know that that Hiya can really afford to fill them with anything. Still some nice defense, and now a big suicidal rush. Hiya trying to take everything he has and push, and it looks like he is able to push in to the bottom right, which could swing things back around for him. Those Wraith just kind of away. It looks like the Wraith doing some counter-economic damage. But this is the one big advantage that that Forgg had. He still has some 5 siege tanks that are kind of off duty apparently. SCV's pulling off the line, trying to be the suicidal defense here to the north. Comset there to the south. They're not quite in range, not able to get a lot done, so losing a lot there. Still the idle siege tanks here at the 6 o'clock, just twiddling their thumbs, not getting anything accomplished. Wraith pulling back. Looks like Goliath managed to make it there, and let's see if they can swing around and salvage the situation bottom right. Wow. And a huge turnaround from Hiya now, just suddenly. Some siege tank. Okay, more siege tanks working down, more Wraith gathering up, and this is going to be the big epic standoff. This is now how long can Hiya, well, let's see if he takes that 3 o'clock as well. How long can Hiya defend? And it looks like Forgg instead is going to suicide in with that engineering bay, and kind of push up there here to the make a kind of aggressive maneuver here on the 3 o'clock. Just a single siege tank once again waiting, not going to be able to save that bottom right hand corner. But wow, and it's going to be a crazy starvation match here. Forgg once again losing position. Some dropships here coming to the north. Some more troops moving their way in. Looks like there is a bit of an evacuation effort, but resupplying, redefending. Command center down, bottom right. Wow, so Hiya able to once again kind of get the stranglehold on Forgg, where it looked like Forgg might have been able to win this out, but I don't know. It's one base versus one base. I think about economically even. Forgg looks like he's going to slot in, retake residence here at the 6 o'clock, while continuing to try to deny that 3 o'clock. I don't know how he's going to deny anything else while defending that 6. At the same time, I don't know how Hiya is going to take anything else while having troops all over the place. Looks like he has managed to seal that middle base somehow. That's not a very effective mineral mining base, though. You do have that double gas there. But it looks like, yeah, this is going to be critical for Forgg, that sooner rather than later he moves up and reestablishes that 3 o'clock. So he can, and that's really going to be the crux of this, is whether he can move up and take that, or whether Hiya can push him back and establish that for himself. And it looks like Hiya has managed to get another good grouping of attack troops out. And actually, I almost wonder about Forgg's main now at this stage, well, his new main at that top right. Looks like some siege tanks working their way forward, trying to break this contain, this kind of soft contain here in the middle of the map, maybe to expose that middle command center. Not having a lot of success doing so. He's picking off a couple things here and there, but well, actually, never mind. Looks like he is going to have some success, able to take out a Goliath there, take out 2 siege tanks, and focus on the SCV. Still able to get some damage done here and there. More Goliaths wandering in to kind of brush that back, though. It's still not providing really good spotting. It's also under that tree, which provides that mischance. Well, not anymore. But let's see if those Wraith manage to wander into the middle territory, get something done there. It doesn't look like they're quite able to, and it just looks like pithy back and forth attacks now. And as long as Hiya can keep this up, I think he's going to end up taking it. After all that, retaking this match. Forgg still trying to get troops out, still hasn't gotten everything going here at the 6 o'clock, trying to get his gas running. Another idle SCV. Come on, you guys. Been lazy this entire match. Lazy or suicidal this entire match, kind of combination of twos. Forgg kind of pressing, trying to press where he can, back and forth. Might be able to take out that science facility, not going to do anything for him, and still making territory out towards the north. But still, I wonder how effective this is going to be. It's still coming right down to the wire. For Hiya still pressing forward with a lot of siege tanks, just Wraith remaining. And yeah, that middle base now established, that 9 o'clock now established. Forgg economically behind. I don't know that he had. Wow, only 2 factories running for him. So it's 2 factories and just Wraith. Whereas I think Hiya has more factories just to work with flat. Starting to push out. Looks like he's going to make a dive at the 6 o'clock. If he does take the 6 o'clock out, that will seal the victory for him, because that'll be 2 bases plus the optional 3 o'clock base. And he's going to be able to drop all over this. Wow. Very nice. Not the cleanest drop, but it'll get the job done. Loses a dropship, but still able to take it out. The SCV is still just sitting there trying to mine. And okay, 6 o'clock gone. Now Hiya has complete map control. Well, maybe. Has mostly map control, just lost a little bit out in the middle. As soon as those siege tanks get back into position, should be okay. Might end up losing his expansion here in the middle momentarily, though, if Forgg keeps pressing against this. But the problem for Forgg right now is that he can't maintain... Well, he doesn't have any additional base options right now. Hiya can go retake bases at that natural expansion bottom left, the 6 o'clock base bottom right. He's more or less got Forgg mostly pinned in as soon as he gets some troops around. And it looks like he left some troops there to provide some latent defense. But I think that's going to be it. So back and forth, and Hiya once again able to again snatch victory out of the clutches of defeat, and then having defeats kind of dished out to him again, and then once again crawling his way back in with that one last... It's like his hand was chopped off. He put a hook on it while he was still hanging on the cliff somehow, and then used that hook on his hand to claw his way back up the cliffside. Yeah, you can use that visual for what you will. But yeah, Forgg completely dwindling on troops. I don't think he has anything left to throw. A valiant effort, and after 47 minutes of play, after basically just crazy back and forthness, he's going to have one last hurrah to push and try to do as much damage as he can, which I think would be best suited in an attack directly at Hiya's main. Ignore the middle. Looks like he's not going to ignore the middle, but yeah, I think that would have been his best effort, actually, is to ignore the middle, go straight for the factory lines. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. But yeah, critical mistake early for Forgg, just getting too aggressive with the expansions, not able to defend his main, not getting air control, just being a little bit too confident, and I think that 12 o'clock contained. SCVs now coming off the line. That's always a bad sign. So suicide SCVs, go! Die for your color. No. Gonna rush in, and yeah, that's rush in, that's appropriate. And there's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Excellent match. Gonna move on to the next set. Thank you for listening.